Live. We are live. We are live. To dirt. Got a fly in here. I got a fly. I got a fly in here. Hold on. Hey guys, we're live right now. Welcome in. I'm trying to get a fly out of my room. Yeah, but that means it's got to deal with it the whole time I'm in here. Yeah. Well, we've had really bad flies this year, and I'm talking like bad. Hey, Crimson, welcome to episode PreRamble 42. Am I right, Kathy? Damn, I'm getting good at this. I'm getting good at this podcasting stuff. We are live. Right now, we are working on nothing. We are actually changing up a lot of our feeds right now, guys. If you notice, there's a little bit of change up going on. Not only the chat, but a couple other things. I'm going to work on this one while we're here. Because I am not going to use the green screen. I know. Look at all that crap behind me. Look. Lego Destroyer. Or Lego Death Star. We're waiting to see who's going to figure that out. All right. Yeah, John got a new setup. Ooh. Okay, hold on a second. Let's hold on. How about that, guys? Check that out. Did that work out?
Did that work out?
Blah
You
blah,
talk
can you hear
afterwards.
me?
Yeah, jeez.
Guys, let us know if you can hear them now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you
Also,
hear
I'm
Kathy?
streaming on the
Where'd
Wi-Fi,
it go?
so
Oh,
No,
we're
you're
working
good.
now. Good. Okay. Yeah, so. Okay.
all right.
Yay.
We're doing a little bit of changing up, guys, so you're going to have to give us just a little bit of leeway on stuff. John also got a new stuff, so we're making sure that's all set up.
Yeah, Jesus, that subwoofer is huge. It
And
is the
so,
size of, it is bigger than my head.
that's a big speaker.
I mean, the box was huge. I don't know what I was expecting, but I opened it, I was like, holy crap, this is actually huge. Is 400 watts a lot for a speaker system? Answer, yes. Yes, it is. Neighbors do this screaming and yelling late night shit, I will win that fight every time now.
Wait, this is the mirror unit. Wait, does this mean that we're in the good universe now? And because
So if I
John's
had a
not wearing
go,
a sash anymore.
so if I had a goatee before, I was evil. So this means I'm good, John?
Yeah,
Nope,
that seems weird.
nope,
It's a cunning ploy.
no. I can tell by the conversation we had yesterday about a certain game that I'm definitely not good, John, because I was brutal as fuck.
Was it that bad?
Well, when you bring up stuff and you're actually trying to talk through the problems of the game, sometimes you're brutal as fuck. You gotta be.
Yeah, you have
I mean,
to
come
be
on,
when
Gonzo.
you're trying to.
You played 3 games this week with a game with literally what I consider the worst rule in gaming in it.
Which one was that? What rule?
What rule? It's the alternating turns in Age of Sigmar. Because
Oh,
double turns, it's the fucking stupidest thing.
double turns are pretty horrible.
Yeah, it's the worst. The second worst rule in gaming right now that I can think of, seize the initiative in 40k. Congrats, Games Workshop. 2 for 2. But that being said, both games are totally playable with it. It just makes them. It takes away from their overall potential, let's say. It means you have to play them casually. There is no tournament play with those games. It's not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
you cannot do tournament. We were talking about that. It's like you can't do tournament play with Age of Sigmar and 40K, in my opinion, because
it's not good.
it's not.
Center for this game running theme. I shaved. This happens occasionally. It was annoying me. I shaved it. It'd been there for a long time. I needed to kill it and grow it again.
You know what? We rolled a confirmed crit in our fifth ed game that I play.
That third worst rule in gaming.
So since I did play 3 games of Age of Sigmar, and you discussed some stuff about Age of Sigmar, give
Oh no
us.
no, we were talking about 40K or about War Machine. I'm sorry. I was we were brutal because
Oh,
let's be honest. There is no game out there right now that is doing it all right. There's some little guys that are doing closest to right, but no one's doing it all right. So don't think I'm throwing shade at just one or the other.
no. That's what I'm saying. But did you get some games of Age of Sigmar, or was it just you
No, we were no,
hanging?
no. When I said I was talking about a game and was brutal as fuck, it was War Machine.
Oh,
Because my buddy who plays War Machine, he's our War Machine guy in the group. We were sitting, down in the living room chatting, and we got into it, and we'd like to talk through the problems to see what we can do on our end to help.
yeah,
Because you got to. If you don't talk to the problems, you end up like society. You don't talk to your problems, and you sit there and try and be politically correct and nice, and then you end up with this shit that we got now. Wait, is that too deep for the pre-ramble? I feel like that might be too deep for the pre-ramble. I need a fart joke.
I had beans yesterday.
there's your fart joke.
I watched a video of a guy eat everything on the Taco Bell menu.
Everything.
As it's going on, oh yeah, he didn't like eat all of everything. He had like a bite or two from everything.
I don't like your stretchy aspect ratio on the chat, Gonzo.
I know. I don't like it either.
It just looks weird.
Yeah.
Oh god, this heist already. You guys are bold to be going to the heist without Banyan or Congo here.
Vengeance was nailing it last time.
He always nails it. And he's got no fear. If he gets killed, he don't care. He comes right back. But anyways, I think we should get into what we did this week. Who wants to start?
All right, we'll do that for right now. I'll start off. I played 3 games of Age of Sigmar. Once against a fucking fly still in here. Once as just a let's kind of feel the rules out. Let's talk about things because I built a list with the theme lists, aka War Scrolls, Battalion Scrolls, whatever they are.
Battalion Scrolls, I think they're called, yeah.
Battalion Scrolls. And I think they've got it right on theme lists, in my opinion.
We had that discussion
Last
somewhere.
week.
Last week or something. Yeah, we had it's straight up they did it right.
Yeah, I think they did that right, and it worked out, which was really cool. The one I took, I played against it, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, oh, this has some cool abilities. I'll take this. Played against a Chaos player, and he won, but I totally beat the shit out of his army because I got to, let's see, reroll all ones and to wound and hit. Plus reroll all my ones of armor checks, and it was just ripping him apart. His demon prince didn't even get to have a single turn because he moved up, and I charged it with 20 dryads, and 20 dryads kind of fucked him up.
Yeah.
What else? Sorry, I been doing a lot of changing. If you haven't seen, guys, my camera's all over the place and everything else. And then let's see what else. All my paints are about to fall off up here. That's the reason why I'm moving them. I'm up here. I did. Rules were okay. The alternating, or not the alternating turns, but the double turn issue. That's the reason why you can't do it as a tournament game. It's just not good. Was it an okay for a fun thing? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a totally serviceable game if you're just having fun.
Yeah.
And if you understand that going in, and that sort of goes into, I wish we talked about this during a house rule thing. That's some people apparently house rule no double turns. You just keep the same turn order like normal. I go, you go games.
Yeah. What else? We're one away from 200 followers, guys. If you know anybody, get them in because we get something. We get a special bonus at 200 followers, by the way,
Yeah.
as a Twitch stream. What else? Hey, Vengeance. What else? Had a blast. Kind of learned some rules. The second game I played, actually, there's only 2 games. So I half played a third game because I was just helping someone out because they were kind of new to it. Second game I played against one of our tournament players, and of course we brought like broken stuff, and it was like, okay, we can see where this can get overly ridiculous and broken because of some people that will abuse the rules, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's just the way it's played.
Yeah, some of the high end stuff's a little rough. I feel like they've been doing a decent job of trying to get it at least remotely in line.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, I'll tell you what I did find very, very interesting about the whole thing. I haven't played a game like that was as fun as I was playing Age of Sigmar. I had a fun time playing it, if that makes sense. Because it was all just, we were laughing and cracking up at all the things that were happening. Even when things were going bad, I still got and had a good time, I should say. That fucking fly is bugging the shit out of me. Sorry. But it was a fun time, if that says anything to you. I'm gonna open this door up for a second, for a little bit. And that's what I really got out of it, was a good, fun time.
So let me ask you, just because it's a pet peeve of mine,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not throwing shade or trying to be a dick or anything, but do you not have a fun time when you play War Machine of Hordes?
I do, but it was a different type of fun. That's what I think is really weird.
I feel we need to find good ways to communicate the kind of time we have, because we're playing games. They start at fun. If it's not fun, you shouldn't be playing it. So don't use fun to describe Age of Sigmar, because it gives the wrong
more
idea.
entertaining.
Yeah, more entertaining, absolutely.
There you go. I laughed a whole lot more because of some of the stuff that was just going on and the random stuff. I will say it can be a very complicated game, though, without people not knowing what they're doing. For simple fact, sorry, everything's kind of jacked up and it's pissing me off. Because there's a lot of rules. In Age of Sigmar, okay, let me tell you about it. In War Machine and Hordes, it's how you build your lists and how you play into your opponent. In Age of Sigmar, it's how many combos can you build within your army,
And dice like you were not.
and just play the dice odds.
Yeah. It's all dice odds.
Yes.
It's still like an enjoyable, entertaining time, but it's a different type of entertainment. It's less of a challenging entertaining, more of a you can't be upset something goes wrong because it's quasi-random. I mean, straight rules. I mean, come on, we talked about the double turns. That is pure randomness and shouldn't happen.
Yeah, and like I said, I could see going to a local tournament with my stuff, but I couldn't see going to a large, like a Deptaton type tournament, because it's not really a tournament game. There's too much the double turn scenario.
A double turn on, into turn 2 would destroy somebody. It would functionally end many, many games, and you just can't have that.
Yeah. But I mean, and I'm not even looking at it as a tournament style game. I'm looking at it as a fun play, beat up stuff, so on and so forth. Play some really cool things. Like, I was able to deep strike in one of my heroes, and then everything within 18 inches, I rolled 10 dice for each unit model that was there, or / unit, because everything's a unit pretty much. And on a 6, it took a mortal wound. And it was just cool to deep strike this model in and go, blow up. And didn't do a lot, but it was cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
The endless spells are fun as shit. Which I'm going to be painting those up. Be working on, I got the Endless Sun up here. And then this one, and then this one. We'll be working on that today. Endless spells were fun. Um, if you're not looking for something super serious and super technical and precise,
Oh
because
yeah, it's
you
not precise.
no. And the thing is, it was interesting to play because I was like I'm measuring. I'm like I don't have to be super precise like War Machine and Hordes because the distances are covered so big. Um, and that it made the gameplay faster. It was just interesting because I was sitting there playing it and I'm like, why am I pre-measuring and all this other stuff and blah.
It, the
Not
rules are made for ease of play, not for any sort of super accuracy.
yes. Yeah, it was actually really interesting. I had a blast. I'll tell you that much. I had a great time. I'm actually thinking about getting a second army because it was so fun.
Plus, second army means you can teach someone else how to play.
Correct.
So
I highly recommend it as a good minis game. Besides, the miniatures are insanely cool, especially the new Night Haunt stuff.
I would say though, as a counter, you don't need this and 40K
No.
unless your meta requires it, unless your local group requires it. They fill pretty much the same niche.
Also, you probably don't need it unless you want a different feel, like you want
Yeah.
plasma guns versus because honestly, 40K is a ranged game. There's very little melee in it. Not a lot.
Around here much.
Our 40K is all about shooting, while Age of Sigmar it's kind of a mix. More melee though.
Yeah,
More
more
get
melee.
in, beat each other up.
Yeah, it's one's definitely skewed a little bit more towards shooting, one's skewed more towards melee.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they fill the same sort of niche in your gaming portfolio. So
Yeah.
you may not need them both, like I said, unless your people are actually playing both a lot.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we got quite a few people that were playing it, and a lot of people doing it. And I thought it was, I had a blast. I had a lot of fun. I think GW hit the mark. The double turn thing is kind of stupid in my opinion, but that's kind of my tournament side coming out of me.
it's not even. I'm the casual guy, and I think it's the stupidest rule in gaming, because nothing ruins a casual experience like one die roll fucking the other person's entire everything.
Correct.
And that does that. And they acknowledged that it was a problem because they changed it just a little bit so that if you tie, the person who didn't just go gets to choose.
Correct.
So I mean, they know it was a problem, and they really probably should have removed it. But I don't think their heads are on straight for that one thing. It's it's a problem in gaming of sacred cows. So many games don't get rid of sacred cows when they should.
Yeah.
You know, it was the whole, if you remember, just to non sequitur for a second, the whole fourth edition D&D problem. They just put a bullet in every sacred cow there was, pretty much, and just made a game, and everyone just went fucking nuts. Like, oh, you can't do this. This is supposed to be D&D. Blah blah. Magic missile supposed to automatically hit. Blah blah blah. So there you go. But I feel more gaming companies need to kill sacred cows sometimes.
Yeah. I'm sitting reading the chat and I'm noticing all this stuff that
Oh yeah, there's a good discussion going on in the chat right now.
yeah, about the painting requirements and stuff, and I'm with him on this. I think that there needs to be a repainting requirement. I hate that
You
probably
can't require it because that's
Okay.
You can have certain formats, but you can't.
There we go.
require
That's
it because that's exclusionary, and as soon as you're
There's
exclusionary with your hobby,
certainly
you're done.
a way that you can offer up a reward in a tournament for having painted armies, and not just like a best painted.
Yeah, just the
When I
raffle
used to
prize
paint
draw. Yeah,
judge, when I used to paint judge for the Adepticon fantasy tournament, they had a fantastic rubric that my friend came up with. There was this whole checklist of all this stuff, and you didn't have to be really good at painting to get the top 25 points. And then we move on to the next more subjective phase for those few people who are willing to put in
hey, Cosmic
extra
Usable.
work.
Yeah.
So you can still get this many points towards your overall score, but you may not win best painted, if you didn't spend that little bit extra. And there was always maybe about 10 or 15 people who went above and beyond, and then we would score them on another rubric, and that would winnow it down to the the last top 5 armies, and then it was just, us 3 judges, and we bring in a couple ringers as tiebreakers for best painted.
Congo.
And it was really well done.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I miss the old Rogue Trader style where it was like, okay, you have a best painted, a best sportsman, a best general, and an overall. And no one got 2 awards. So you could literally go and crush everyone's soul, and your army's not fully painted or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You get a prize because you were the best player.
Correct.
Actually, I have one here from an old GW staff tournament. This best general in GW 40K staff tournament. If I had my army entirely painted, apparently I would have won overall. Looking at the basics, but still cool. You get a prize for it. And then you can have best painted for the guys who's there. He's painted his army. It's the best ever. And there's lots of prizes. It doesn't have to be just first, second, and third for overall.
Correct. I think a lot of local tournaments. I know that we and like Springfield and a lot of local places around us, no big convention. They do a first, second, and third, but they also do like a best sportsman and a best painted.
Awesome.
Which to me is great.
Hard,
I think you should.
Subjective, but as long as you get a little bit of oversight on it, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Best painting is done by the TO, whoever that is, and he usually grabs someone that's not playing in the tournament, locally at the store, and says, "Hey, look at these and tell me what you think one's the coolest." And then, of course, sportsman's voted on the entire group. So, I mean, that's just kind of what it is. But I think there needs to be more of, and I know I do that. It says fun stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was when I was playing it, I was having a lot of enthusiastic fun because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. In War Machine and Hordes, you know what's going to happen. Okay, I moved up 9 inches. I know what's going to happen. He's going to blow this and blow this and blow this and blow this. In Age of Sigmar, it's like, oh, he's going to walk in. He totally whiffs everything, and I live on 1. And there's a lot more random fun stuff, I guess you could say it. So
I feel sorry for our non-patrons who aren't in chat or aren't watching us live because, man, they're missing some good stuff this time.
Yeah, we actually have a really good pre-ramble.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely stuff we need that as a community to look at. And I think Vengeance mentioned that PP has to fix it. Untrue. We can fix it. It's what you do at the local level that makes the most impact.
Oh,
Correct.
absolutely.
It'll filter to PP, and if it's got good things, they'll start to consider it. Now, they may not, because honestly, right now, they have to appeal to the widest number of people because it's not, it's a pretty known fact, they're not in the best shape. They're altering their plan on the fly, which means things aren't going perfectly. So, I mean,
Hey, buddy.
Games Workshop, there are years of that, but so they may not do it, but we can. Like War Machine Weekend looks like they're bringing back hardcore,
Yes, we are.
and that'll be fully painted. I am certain of it, and that'll be awesome because that's what hardcore is.
Also, the time turns.
Time turns. Honestly, Death Clock is a good feature, but man, nothing stops a lot of the bullshit that I don't like time turns.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
7-minute
yeah.
turns.
Oh, that I loved that in Blood Bowl.
Well, honestly, yeah. So one of the games I played that sort of made me realize maybe this isn't for me is all the games are sitting there, and I'm sitting there for like a half an hour. My opponent goes like, "Can I kill you? This, and this," and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the soda machine and get something. You're just measuring. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Just yell really loud if you need to run back for dice rolls or something.
Yep.
And you shouldn't be like that in a tournament.
Yeah.
So.
Which is okay. It's their game.
Yeah,
But it was just interesting. I recommend it. You find an army that you like, go get it, build it up, paint it up, play with some friends. It was a good time. I had a blast. I'm going to be painting more of their models on stream after I finish up the endless spells, because I got models I know that I'm going to be playing with that I need to start painting up, like 80 dryads. So, but anyway, we're talking about Age of Sigmar. So, Other than that, sorry, we got off our rant. We didn't even find out what everybody else was doing. Kathy, what'd you do this week?
I streamed my painting of the Monktopus on Monday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to noon. Although Thursday I went until almost 1 because, sometimes you just have to use up that one color of paint,
I've had I've had a lot of
On a
people.
roll, don't stop.
Yeah. What's funny is
Exactly.
while you were doing that, I went or after you were done, late at night, I'll get on there and talk to people and I'll check on messages and stuff of Twitch. And a lot of people like your early morning paint sessions. They are like, it gives us something to watch. She's really cool. They have a lot of good positive things to say about you,
Oh,
Kathy.
I'm glad. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good to
everybody
hear.
likes because I guess like early morning there's not a lot of people on there, but they were like, oh, she's fine, she's fun, and she actually explains it in simple terms. So I thought that was
So
interesting.
I try and I never really did teaching. I never have taught classes, and I always felt like I'm not able to explain things that well. So it's nice to hear that people are getting something out of it, and I'm actually explaining things fairly clearly. But you know what I've noticed in talking it out while I'm doing it, the process, is when I go to paint other stuff when I'm not streaming, uh, there's like this voice in the back of my head that is now kind of playing. So I feel like the more I'm doing this, the better I'm going to get at explaining my process. So,
Hmm.
you know, it's actually been fun. I was nervous when I first started it out, but it's been really fun. So I'm glad people are finding it useful.
Yeah, I got a lot of good feedback because I go and check on all of our followers, people we follow, and check in on them and just say hi and all the social aspects of stuff. And it was really really cool. Um,
Hooray!
People had a lot of good things to say about your stuff, so kind of I was like,
So
that's my person.
yeah, yay. Um, we had our roofing guy come by, and so next Friday we're getting our new roof.
Roof,
Yay!
is it on
Yeah,
fire?
the
Don't
roof,
need no
the
water.
roof, the roof is on fire.
John, what
Yeah,
did you do this week?
I really hope not.
Let's see. I'll do it quick because I got to run to get alcohol for the main cast. Played a game of Alpha on Tuesday. Back with that crew. Cool to be done. Mostly moving. Wednesday, July 4th, I unpacked all but 4 boxes and hurt my back, so I
Oh
laid in bed
no.
most of the day on Thursday. Friday, my car broke down on the way to dinner. That was all sorted out. So Saturday, mostly chilled, talked about War Machine, and had dinner, watched movies, and did lots of random stuff around today. Boom, time for alcohol.
Boom, time for alcohol. All right, guys, we're gonna do our normal. We're gonna shut down just for a minute, bring it back up. Everybody go get your alcohol. Everybody go pee. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere.